children's lives. Sometimes, kids perform greater acts of bravery than adults because bravery has nothing to do with age. Ramesh did exactly that. He saved the lives of all his friends. Ramesh had gone on a school tour with about 100 students. They were traveling in a bus. The driver of the bus was driving so fast that the teachers became worried. They admonished the driver, but he would not listen. After some time, the driver stopped at a place and said he was coming in 5 minutes. The teachers also got down from the bus while asking the children to sit inside. Suddenly, the bus began to roll driverless towards a big ditch. Ramesh, who was sitting in the front seat, knew the position of the brake. Acting fast, he put all his weight on the brake. The bus stopped and hundreds of lives were saved. Later, the driver was dismissed from the job for his careless driving and rude behavior. Motu shows the way. Once, Motu and his 4 friends went on a trekking expedition over the hills. While climbing the hill, Motu's friends made fun of him because he was climbing slowly. Motu was a fat child. He obstructed his feet against a rock to stop sliding further. He screamed and shouted. Motu rushed behind. Then Motu held onto a low line and offered his feet to his friend to hold. The friend escaped unhurt with Motu's help. Everyone reached safely under Motu's guidance. Rahim saves Kareem in the zoo. One day, Rahim and Kareem, along with some of their friends, went to visit the zoo. They enjoyed watching different animals and birds, including baboons, zebras, chimps, rhinos, deer, cockatoos, partridges, and many more animals. They were excited when they reached the tiger enclosure. Kareem had a bad habit of throwing peanuts at the animals or poking twigs at them. Rahim had warned Kareem not to disturb the animals. But Kareem began irritating the tiger as he threw banana peels at the tiger. The tiger was lower down in the enclosure, while Kareem had bent over the cemented enclosure. Kareem almost slipped into the enclosure as he bent over it in excitement. Rahim was quick to hold Kareem by his belt before he could have fallen down 20 feet in the enclosure and became the tiger's prey. Kareem thanked Rahim for saving his life and never disturbed the animals again. James saves Kevin. Jackson, the police officer, had 2 young kids, James and Kevin. Kevin was very young, while James was 4 years older than Kevin. Jackson loved his kids. He would play with his kids whenever he found time. Once, Jackson showed James his revolver and explained everything about it, including its safety lock. James was a responsible child who took care of his younger brother Kevin. One day, Jackson had accidentally left his loaded revolver on his bed while he was taking a walk outside in a park. Kevin began fondling with the revolver. Suddenly, James was alarmed when he saw Kevin playing with the revolver. James rushed quickly from behind and closed the safety lock of the revolver that was open at that time. James knew the consequences if Kevin accidentally triggered the revolver. When Jackson came back, he was shocked at his negligence but proud of his son James.
Thanks for watching. Do like, share, subscribe to Sahil Book House.